Okay, welcome back to the channel. Hi, my name is Mike. Today we're doing something a little bit different. And what I want to explain to you about, maybe you guys want to make a little extra money and you can make it this way. You don't always have to create something or put something together. You can go out and buy it. Now, if you're looking at your yard sales, a lot of yard sales out now this time of the year. You can find them on Facebook. There's a lot of people post their yard sales on Facebook. And then look and see what they got. They got some wood items, maybe some little tables or some chairs or something like that. You feel that you can sell, and they just need to be redone. Just sand them down and put some new lacquer or polyurethane or something on them, and then turn around and sell them for profit. That's what I'm always looking for. Now, this is going to be a really simple toy to sell and to redo, because what we looked at is that it's full screws. Okay, so they didn't glue this. This was probably a toy that for somebody's Christmas, and maybe a mom or dad or somebody put it together. And so it didn't have screws. Didn't have glue or staples in it. It just had screws. So you probably got it in a thin box and all the pieces in there and gave you the directions, you know what I'm saying? Then you put it together. It's not a lot of wear on this one, so it's going to be easy to refinish. It looks like it's been sitting, maybe the sun or weather got to the top here and took off the lacquer, because that's what they kind of used back in there, was kind of lacquer. So it's going to be real easy to refurnish it. Now, I did look on the bottom, so it hasn't been beat up on the bottom. That's what I look here to see how bad the wood is, because you know how much sand you're going to do or replacing the wood or so. The bottom's in very good shape, so just a little bit of sanding so I can go ahead and put whatever type of material over top I want. Now, I do know a little bit. They did have an arrow here in the front. It's showing directions, and like I said, probably was in a box. There's a little arrow here. It shows you that from the horse, so just a little bit of the history of it. It does have some poplar wood in it. I can see the different shades of the poplar, because poplar has that different shades in it. It also, here in the front, it looks like maybe the company or whatever made this would use a couple different types of wood. And what they did is they used all their lumber. They didn't cut off a piece and throw it into the pile and burn it or just throw it away. They kept them, and they would take, say, 4 or 5 pieces of wood and put it together. And it might be different, and then they would glue it to make a board. And then they would use that board on, like, say, like this item. You know what I'm saying? So the board might have been 8 feet, and they would get, maybe 10 pieces or 15 pieces out of it, where they can build 2 or 3 rocking chairs. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't their weight. Their waste was a minimum, very, very low of material. So they would make sure they used everything they could. And that's what companies do. And, that's what I try to do most of the time with my stuff, is to try to use every little bit I can, so you can save. The reason why I say this would be 1970s would be the type of wood and the color of it. This is a maple finish, and looks like a little bit of satin, and then it might have put a little bit of a semi-gloss or something up here to make it a little bit more shinier, you know what I'm saying? But this looks like a semi-gloss. You can still see some of it. And then, like I said, the maple finish on it, because back in the 1970s, a lot of things was made out of maple wood, a lot of things made out of poplar wood, excuse me, and a lot of things had maple stain on it. That was just a big thing they wanted back then. It was, you can walk into a home, the cabinets had the same color, the furniture was the same color, everything was basically the same color in the 1970s. If you go back a little bit further in the 60s, then it had solid wood. It would have been something like oak, ash, cherry, things like that. And it wouldn't be screwed together like this. They would have, it would have been glued and everything else. And it'd be a lot heavier, with some good wood. But like I'm saying, if you're out and about and you're at flea markets, keep your eye open for small tables, you know, like end tables, little coffee tables, just even toys like I'm doing here, things that maybe people made before, that if you got an idea what you can do with it, or you could take it home and you know you can sell it, just take it home and redo it, put a little touch or something on it that you like, and make yourself a little extra money. That's a fast way to doing it. It keeps you from having to build it yourself. Like this one, I'll just, you know, redesign a few things on it, and then probably, you know, finish up put some new stain on it, sand it all down, you know, put new stain and some, maybe I like the satin color, put all over it, and then turn around and sell it and make a couple dollars off of it. I do a few things like that. If I'm out and I see it, we'll pick it up. That guy wanted like $7 for it. I give him 5. You know, I said, you take $5. He said, yeah. But if you're looking for dowel rods, I wanted to give you guys a little thumbs up on maybe if you like to mess around dowel rods, or if you need dowel rods, where I find them at Walmart. Believe it or not, I mean they're pretty reasonable there. Like this is a 5/8 here, and I think it might have been like 80 cents. And then the big one here, this is a 1 inch, and I think it might have been like $1.25. But if you bought that at Lowe's or Walmart or Home Depot, this would have been about $1.25, and this big one would have been about $2.50. So, and it's pine wood. You know, to me, the only problem would be, you know, if the color of it was too dark for your wood or too light for your wood, because it is a light color compared to some of the other ones that I've bought. But if it is, you know, you can always just rub something on it, change its colors. So make it, you know, or if you're doing a job that you're staining or painting or something, it'd be great. So, but get them a lot cheaper. Walmart's got them. Okay. One more thing we're going to do is make sure we change those screws and put flathead screws and countersink those. I don't like that, but we're not going to glue anything. We're just going to keep it, you know, put it back together the way it is. But it's easier with the screws in it, because then you can take it out, you know, sand all the pieces and maybe change the color on it for yourself. So remember, if you're out there with the yard sales, you know, keep your mind in maybe something that you can redo and make some money for yourself, because the holidays are coming. Get ready for them now. I mean, things for like Halloween, things that, you know, people might have Halloween signs, little statues, things like that. Thanksgiving's coming. You can find some wooden pumpkins that somebody made. You just need to redo them and go ahead and make some real easy money that way. So, okay, if you have any comments, just leave them down below. Like I said, I'll get back as soon as I can. I do appreciate some of the really nice comments are coming in, and got some really good people on the channel. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and hit that like button for me. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching.